Well, I mean, the condition is there, but as I said, it's managed. So I think with, you know, the guys' support and, you know, tailoring things a little bit, I should be able to manage and get back on stage with the Wiggles doing what it is that I enjoy.
OK, so you're back. I guess the $64,000 question, Anthony. What about Sam?
What about Sam? Sam was, what do you mean?
Well, Sam until yesterday was
yellow, yeah. Well, Sam did a fantastic job, 5 years and 9 years actually, 4 years before that on the road with us. Yeah, so what Sam does now is Sam's. His contract is coming to an end. Do we go stay with Sam? Do we come back with Greg? You know, the energy felt right, that's all.
The newspapers today are full of speculation about things. I guess, and tell me if it's none of my business, but I guess Sam obviously was an employee rather than a full stakeholder in the Wiggles franchise. I
had nothing to do with it, really, Richard.
But Sam was an employee.
Oh, Sam was doing a job, yeah. He was like, if it's a musical, he was doing the role of, you know...
He was a hired hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
How did I gather this was news to him?
Yeah, yes, it was news to him. Yeah.
How did he take it?
I haven't spoken to him, so I don't know. I've been on holidays.
Or was that a stupid question?
Well, maybe it's not a stupid question because maybe I have to talk to Sam because to actually find out what he thinks. It's not a stupid question at all. But I don't want to speak for a guy I don't know how he felt or what he did.
So Greg's back on his feet, able to do the job. Sam's contract comes to an end, and you decide to return to the original lineup. Is it as simple as that?
I think it's more about the energy of the Wiggles and just getting together. And you know, it's been good 5 years, but we had 15 years of amazing times. And look, 5 years ago. Did we keep going or did we try it again? We got actually a lot of flack for continuing without Greg. Now we're getting flack for continuing with Greg.
Well, you're not getting flack. It's just intriguing. But I mean, you guys are a multi-million-dollar brand.
Yeah.
Sam's obviously got a generation of fans.
That's true.
As well. Yeah. Was this a hard decision?
Yeah, it was very difficult.
Yeah. I guess, look, for me, I'm really happy that Greg's come back, and I'm really looking forward to. It wasn't so hard for me because the energy for me was more. I was feeling more like, okay, let's go down the Greg path. That's what I felt.
The difficulty is the challenge of with the new yellow wiggle. There's going to be a lot of children affected, and it's just
true.
Yeah.
We've got.
Of course, the crew's children are Australian citizens and spend much of their time here with their mother, Nicole Kidman. But it was when our conversation turned to Nicole that the cool man of Hollywood turned icy.
Now, Nicole, when you were married, it was like you were an adopted part of Australia. Do you still have a connection to Australia?
Yeah, well, my children are Australian, you know. Absolutely. Absolutely. I have a lot of friends in Australia. I love Australia.
Was Nicole the love of your life?
What do you mean, Peter?
You were married for 10 years.
Listen, we raised children. You know, I mean, how do you answer that? How do you answer that question? She's someone that I plan on getting married again.
You do?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And having kids?
Absolutely.
But Nicole was a major part of your life and a love of your life at the time.
I loved Nick very much. There's no question.
Would you like Nicole to remarry?
Yes. I want Nicole to be happy. That's what I want.
And do you have a relationship where you talk, it's a parenting relationship, and talk professionally about each other's work?
Listen, here's the thing, Peter.
Yeah.
You're stepping over a line now. You're stepping over a line. You know you are.
I suppose they're questions that people want to know.
Peter, you want to know. Take responsibility for what you want to know. Don't say what other people. This is a conversation that I'm having with you right now.
You're right.
Okay, so I'm just telling you right now, okay? Just put your manners back in.
Do you think I was out of line?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, I apologise for that sincerely.
Good.
The world does want to know about your personal life, and there is a line that you have to draw.
Absolutely. I mean, I know people are interested, and I don't have a problem with that. And I also don't have a problem to say, hey, listen, you know, where I am with Nick is in a great place. I don't mind answering questions, but there's a way of phrasing something that's polite and has manners, and things that I say, you know what, I wouldn't answer that to someone coming up to me at a party.
Yeah.
I have no problem. Of course I know people want to know about my life.
Yeah. But when I read so much about you, Tom, these are questions you answer.
Peter, you want to waste your time on this right now?
I don't.
Or do you want to ask some other questions?
20 years' time, where will Tom
Peter,
Cruise...
good.